There are a lot of LEGO Star Wars minifigures, and today I'm going to rank them all. Not all of them, but my 5 favorite ones from each category. This video started with me going through my Imperial Troopers and deciding and just being like, hey, what are my favorite ones? And so today we have a bunch of categories. We have Empire, Droids, First Order, Clones, Mandalorians, Jedi, Sith, Aliens, and Bounty Hunters. And so yeah, we're going to be ranking all those categories. And yeah, it's going to be great. So yeah, here we go. Our first category is Empire. And number 5 is the 2015 Shadow Trooper from the Shadow Trooper Battle Pack. I believe it was 2015, I could be wrong. But this is my number 5 figure. It's pretty cool. I love the Stormtrooper printing and the gunmetal gray. Of course, he's got the angry clone head, and I really like it. It's, you know, it's not the best, which is why it's number 5, but it is pretty good. Number 4, excuse me, is the Shock Trooper coming from, I believe it was a 2016 battle pack, being the Galactic Empire battle pack. I believe this is inspired off of the 2015 Battlefront game. It's basically the regular Stormtrooper with some red printing and some red arms, and I really like it. I always loved the clone Shock Troopers, and to see that kind of style carried over into an Imperial Trooper is really cool. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best, like, non-Stormtrooper, non-generic troopers I've seen. So, like, you know, Chrome Troopers and Shadow Troopers and stuff like that. This is definitely one of the best. Is the Scout Trooper. I believe this figure first came out in 2019 and has had multiple sets. He's got just a regular Bruce Wayne head and a dual molded helmet. I really like this figure, and it is definitely the best Scout Trooper they have ever released. Also, I love the continuous printing. Number 2 spot is the regular 2014 Stormtrooper. This was used for multiple years to represent the regular Stormtroopers, and in my opinion, it is much better than the newer Stormtrooper, because the newer Stormtrooper has the helmet that I don't like. So yeah, this is if I were to collect an army of LEGO Stormtroopers, this is what I'd collect. Of course, angry clone head, and yeah, very nice, very nice. I love the sand blue printing and everything, and yeah, definitely the best Stormtrooper. Best Imperial, however, is the Death Trooper from Director Krennic Shuttle. This one is way better than the Battle Pack one. It's got those, like, that extra utility belt, and looks like some grenades. And I overall just love the design of this figure. The helmet is very nice. The pauldron is cool, and this, like, little extra bits of ammo, very nice. So yeah, number 1 spot definitely goes to the best, to this Death Trooper. Is Droids, and in 5th place we have R2-D2. This R2-D2 is just the regular R2-D2 with no back printing we've been getting for many years. I do not have the one with printing. That's also a good thing to mention. I might not mention, this is just figures in my collection, which is why some of the, like, cooler Imperials that I don't have obviously wouldn't be there, because this is just my collection. So yeah, we have R2-D2, very nice figure, love it, and very, you know, just classic. Place goes to the Super Battle Droid. I very much love this figure, and it's chrome, it's dark metal gray, or gunmetal gray design, or color. I do not have the sand, or not the sand, but the chrome blue, whatever, pearl blue, but if I did, it'd be up here. But very nice. I love the mold for both the arms and the main body of it, and very cool, and a figure that I wish they would bring back. 3 is the Dark Trooper, and I decided to put him in this category rather than the Imperials because it is a droid, so it just made a little more sense to me. But yeah, I love this minifigure. Got the perfect chest armor piece for him. Great printing that is continuous and stuff, and, you know, got the leg printing. This new molded helmet is great, and then also this head is pretty cool. So yeah, very next up is the Commando Droid. This figure appeared in like 2 or 3 sets, I think. It's very cool, and, you know, it's obviously an older figure, hasn't been produced for a long time, but very nice. I love the unique head that they have for it, and also the red dot printed on. Also, the taller legs in dark brown is very cool, but yes, very cool. And my favorite droid in my collection, in my opinion, is the Magna Guard. This figure is very nice. It also uses, I believe, the taller dark gray legs that instead of the smaller battle droid legs. It's got a unique cape as well as head mold that has part of the cape molded into it. And then also, I'm not sure if this torso is unique to just the Magna Guards or if it's coming other places, but yes. And then also is the arms that can spin, so they can spin their staffs, are very nice. So this is my favorite droid. Next up is the First Order heavy Stormtrooper. I love this guy's printing for the little black, like kind of extra ammo pouch thing. And besides that, the rest of him is just a regular First Order Stormtrooper, regular helmet, regular torso. And that's why he's not as high up on the list, as he's just, well, he is cool. He's not as cool as just the regular Stormtroopers. 4 is this version of the Praetorian Guard. This came in the battle pack, and it has kind of like the helmet with the almost like, I don't know, like visor thing, like something similar to what Commander Cody has, I guess. But I do prefer this version of the helmet. Got just the regular red head, and I love the red armor piece. But yeah, very, very nice figure, and definitely, in my opinion, the best of the Praetorian Guards. Next up is just the regular First Order Stormtrooper. I do like the more rounded nose over the more pointed nose. I don't know why, but I just think this one, the rounded nose, looks better. But yeah, got just regular stuff, but is very nice and very clean outfit and uniform. And this is a figure I'd love to have like 100 of one day, because they are just very, very good, very good. Second place goes to the First Order Stormtrooper that is fully decked out with the cloth cape, and then also the backpack. I believe with the backpack and the cape, or the cloth thing, those have only appeared in 2 or 3 sets, I think. But yes, very nice. And this minifigure I just think is so cool. I want as many of these as I could possibly get. I want so many of these. These are very cool. And yeah, number 1 is the most underused trooper in the Rise of Skywalker and the sequels in general. Is the First Order Jetpack Trooper. This guy is so cool, and yeah, I love him. He's got the little red marking, and he's got just regular Stormtrooper legs, but this new molded helmet that's like an Imperial hover tank driver's, but more like spread apart, I guess, and widened. And then he's also got this jetpack that is also a new mold, and yeah, with this tile in there. And yeah, very, very good minifigure, and maybe a little biased because he's like my favorite trooper to play in Battlefront 2, but yeah, definitely my favorite. Here is clones. I think this is what most people are waiting for, and 2 might be pretty controversial. Here's clones, which I think people have been waiting for, and is also probably going to be pretty controversial in terms of what goes where, what figures belong here, because there's so many clones. But in 5th place for me, it's got to be Hunter. He is easily the best of the Bad Batch minifigures. He's got the very calm head, and then also the angry head. He's got toe printing and leg printing. He's got this great torso, printed backpack, which is probably the one downside of him, is that they didn't give him a regular backpack, but that's okay. But yeah, so yep, that's number 4 is one of the more recent clones, and that is Commander Cody. He appeared in the 2022 ATT and is just knocked it out of the park. There are a few things I would change, like giving him a different style visor, but besides that, very good. He's got a very good helmet printing. He's got his nice little scar on his left eye, and yeah, and then he's also got, just leg and toe printing, and nice arms, great torso, and then he's got a little bit of waist printing, which is nice. Number 3 is the Phase 1 Clone Trooper. He is just very, very good. I like him a lot. It would be better if he was phase 2, which is probably why he's not so high, is because there's not a phase 2 one of him, but it's very good. I love the way that the newer 2020 style of printing looks, that just having it white with no like blue or purple or red or anything like that. But yeah, very good. He's got obviously the regular clone head, this clone helmet, which I believe is new with, I know some people don't like that there's only like 5 lines instead of, I think there's supposed to be like 6 or something. But I personally, the 501st Clone Trooper, very, very good. I do like him. Got the, it's basically this trooper, but with a phase 2 helmet and blue markings. Very good. I love him, and definitely was the most hyped up minifigure, just because, you know, everyone was begging for a 501st battle pack. This is the trooper we got in that battle pack. So yeah, best clone in my collection, in my opinion, first place, the 2020 212th Airborne Trooper. I love this minifigure. I love the dark gray cloth. I love the helmet. I believe is actually the same printing as from before, from the old 212 Airborne Troopers. The printing on the torso is very nice, and it's quite the update from the 2014 version. You can see the strap going down there, and I very much like this figure. Category Mandalorians, 5th place, Boba Fett. This one is from the 20th anniversary Slave 1. I do like this figure, just not as good as the other ones. He's got a nice cloth, which I believe is a newer cloth for him. I mean, like, he's had a lot of cloths throughout the years. Very good torso and leg printing. He's got the nice toe printing and stuff, and then he's got the, of course, sand green jetpack and sand green helmet. Great printing on the helmet, and of course the movable antenna rangefinder thing. Mandalorian Loyalist, very good minifigure again. Got the toe printing, the leg printing, and the continuous printing, which are all things I like to see. Got just a black head because this is an unnamed character. That way you can army build him. Very nice though. No arm printing, unfortunately, but you know, it's okay. For an unnamed minifigure, this is pretty detailed. Of course, got the gunmetal gray jetpack and helmet, so very nice. Figure is Beskar Dinjarin, the Mandalorian. I do not, unfortunately, have the N1 Starfighter, so I don't have the head, the version where he has his head, but I just have the black head version, but you know, very good. Got a nice cape, dark gray, and then just the printing is beautiful. I mean, you got all this printing, you got the arm printing, you got the leg printing, you got some very nice and reflective torso printing, even like some very detailed back printing. The only thing it's missing, I say, is maybe some toe printing, so that'd be nice. But yeah, overall, very, very good minifigure. Second place goes to Bo-Katan. She's a very good figure again. Got the nice bright blue helmet with the white printing, dark gray jetpack, dark gray torso with the reflective printing. Got a dark brown belt. Got printing on both the legs and the toes, so that's very nice. And there's also some printing behind the jetpack. I'm just not going to show you that. And then, of course, got a head. Bo-Katan has the little like tiara crown thing. I don't really know what it is, but it's sort of like that. Ahsoka has one too. Angry and kind of more happy-ish, I guess. And then, of course, also a rangefinder for her. First place is what I think a lot of people's first place is, and that's Gar Saxon. He's got the beautiful new helmet that came out with this figure. Of course, they did reuse this on the armor, but it did not work for the armor as well, but it very much works for Gar Saxon. Love the yellow visor, and the head I believe is a reuse, but definitely works for Gar Saxon. Got the dark gray jetpack, beautiful printing here. I'd say the only downside is that his waist cape is printed, but honestly, on this type of figure, I prefer it printed rather than regular waist cape. So yeah, got the jetpack on the back, and yeah, just very nice. Next category is Jedi, And in 5th place, we got Kit Fisto. This is a very old figure, which you can see by just like the wearing of his printing. But yeah, this one's from Palpatine's arrest. I just can't find his cape, so yeah. But very nice printing. It was very cool to see a Kit Fisto made all the way back then with like such a unique mold. It is rubber because all this stuff would probably snap off if it wasn't. But yeah, very cool, very cool. Place goes to Luke Skywalker from the Dark Trooper attack. Based off the ending of Mandalorian Season 2, I very much like this. The new hood, I think, works very well for that version of Luke. Got the just regular Luke head, got a nice black cape, and very nice black printing right here. So yeah, very, very good. Place is Anakin Skywalker. Best Anakin we've gotten. I know this is based off, by the way, the Mustafar fight, and I know some people don't like that it has you know, the scars from on his outfit that are from the Mustafar fight, but honestly, it's a small price to pay for such a good minifigure, and it's accurate to the set he was in. So yeah, he's got the very nice angry face with a scar, and then he's got light brown hair, and then very much like angry Sith eyes. Yeah, but very, very good figure, and definitely my favorite. This comes from this year with the Obi-Wan Jedi Starfighter. We have the Obi-Wan from Attack of the Clones. I love his kind of brown robes over his regular robes. That's something I've always wanted them to do with more Jedi, and obviously they're doing it here, so that's very nice. He's got one face that has the kind of like calm thing that he wears. I forget what it's called, the headset, and then just a regular face. Kind of gives off that visible confusion meme look, so that's kind of nice, I guess. And got the long brown hair, and overall very, very good. Best Jedi of them all is Mace Windu. Just a beautiful minifigure. I don't know if I would have used this sort of expression for Mace Windu, since he's not really like that angry in the show and stuff, but he's got the Clone Wars like armor pieces on, which used to be just represented by white arms on minifigures, and it kind of looked off, but this looks very nice. I love to see that printing. But other than those arms, it's the same thing we got from the Republic gunship, but better. And I'm pretty sure this might be the first time that a Jedi has gotten printed arms, so that's very nice. But yeah, next up is Sith, and I know General Grievous isn't technically a Sith. I have 2 figures in here that aren't technically Sith, but I'm gonna just count them because I think they're close enough. But this is the newest General Grievous. This one came in, I think he's come in like 3, maybe 4 sets. He's like 6 parts. He's got 4 arms for all 4 of his lightsabers. He's got some very nice and cool dual molded, no, not dual molded, I think that's just printing, legs. And then he's got this very nice head piece. But yeah, very, very good minifigure. Number 4 is Count Dooku. Love this minifigure. This is the 2013 version from the Dooku versus Yoda, like Geonosian set. He doesn't have any leg printing, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. His torso, very, very good, very good. And I love his chrome lightsaber, so that's also nice. And then his brown cape is cool. And then, of course, his slick back white hair, and then his kind of angry-ish, and then like kind of almost smiling. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Anyways, very, very good figure. The other sort of cheating minifigure, since Fifth Brother technically isn't a Sith, he's an Inquisitor, which means they're not fully atoned with the dark side or whatever, but I love this figure. He's the best Inquisitor we've gotten. He's also just really good, which is why he's 3rd place. He's got this beautiful chest piece, which I believe is brand new. I don't think this is from the old Fifth Brother. The helmet is, but this is the first time we're getting it in black. And I also love the head with just kind of those like dead looking eyes with the just gray eyes, but very cool. And then of course the clip for the lightsaber, and they even went ahead and gave us some back head printing, even though when you have the helmet on, you can barely see it. So that's very good of Lego. Number 2 is Darth Maul. Very good. This is probably the best Darth Maul head we've ever had. All the other Darth Maul heads have kind of looked really scary and intimidating. While this one does look intimidating, it doesn't look like... Excuse me, I'm fighting a little bit of a cold. But this one's very good, and this is from the Ahsoka versus Maul throne room battle, whatever. But yeah, I love the horn piece, of course, which has been on a lot of Maul figures, and then the torso, very good, and same with the legs. Love the foot printing. And in my opinion, the best Sith minifigure is Darth Vader. Of course, this is based off, or this is the meditation chamber, but he's coming in other places. He's got the 2-piece helmet, the nice white like skin and like burnt marks, and he's got all the like burn marks and stuff back here too. He's got arm printing, which is very nice. This very nice leg printing with some kind of silver and reflective stuff on it, and overall a very good minifigure. Next up we have bounty hunters, and I know IG-88 is technically a droid also, but I'm only using characters for one category, and I decided to put them here. Also, because I won't be using characters for more than one category, both Din Djarin, Mandalorian, and Boba Fett will not be in this segment, I guess. But we have IG-88. I prefer him over the IG-11 from the Mandalorian. But yeah, very nice. He's got the like red eyes, got just gray body, gray battle droid body with a brick built head. Very nice. And then a little clip on the back for his mask. Next up is Dengar. Very good minifigure. Love the printing on the head, and also the like white bandage piece. Also very nice brick built backpack, and overall very cool torso and stuff. Only downside, I guess, is he doesn't really have leg printing, but that's okay. Third place is the original Cad Bane minifigure. The newer one is so much better than this one by everything, but I only have this one, so yeah. But the head is pretty good for its time. The minifigure introduced two new molds with a giant hat and a breathing apparatus thing. Again, the newer version of both those pieces are better, but he's also got the very nice jacket and also just some gray legs to round out the figure. Second place is Bosk, and yeah, he's very good. He's got some nice like actual toe printing. Like I keep saying toe printing, which is just printing on the feet. This guy actually has toes. He doesn't have arm printing, unfortunately, but he has very nice printing otherwise on this very like kind of cool bright yellow, and then all mixed with the dark green. It's just very good. Or I guess I should say olive green. But yeah. And the best minifigure in my collection, or best bounty hunter, favorite bounty hunter, whatever in my collection, is Bo-Katan. Such a good figure. This is the one with the helmet, of course. I don't like the one with the hairpiece. Of course, she's got arm printing, 2 different arm prints, so it wasn't just like, you know, copied from one side to the other. Nice little printing of the waist cape. Again, I prefer it to be printed over a regular cloth. Head is nice and really captures the look of Fennec Shand. So yeah. Our last category is aliens. And so yeah, our first one is the Tuscan Raider. Very good minifigure. I don't know, I think they're technically aliens, right? This isn't a mask, this is their head, right? I think so. But yeah, very good. Love the printing of the brown belts, the continuous printing right there, and all stuff. So yeah, very, very good. Is Chief Tarful, the Wookie. Very cool. He's got the like kind of armaments, and then also like he's got his hair all he has, I forget, like ponytails, I guess. I don't know what they're called. And then of course he just has a regular torso, because there's no point in having it if you're not going to see it. And then some nice printed legs. Third best minifigure is this guy, because I don't know his name. It came in the Y-Wing from I think like 2017-ish. and it's from Rogue One. I don't know his name. He's part of like Saw Gerrera's group, but very good. And funnily enough, I just mentioned how Chief Tarful doesn't have any printing on his torso because you wouldn't be able to see it. Well, you can't see this printing, but this guy actually does have printing, so that's kind of cool. Just some fur, but I very much like this. Very cool mold of this like mask, and yeah, got like tons of fur and pouches, and then also this brick built backpack is very good and accurate, and then you can just pull it off to reveal that. So yeah, all around very, very good. Second place is Chewbacca, and just the regular Chewbacca, nothing really special. I love this figure. It's very nice. I love the eyes and like how they managed to get the dot on the eyes. And then I also love the light brown mixed with the dark brown fur, and then the utility belt. And yeah, so all around very good minifigure, and very much captures the look of Chewbacca. The best Lego Star Wars alien minifigure is the Kaminoan Taunwee from the new Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. This minifigure is so good. This is our first ever Kaminoan. And, you know, obviously, you know, we got the head print, or the new head mold, and obviously print. But it's very good, very accurate. I think the only complaint people have had is that it should have been skinnier, but I mean, this as skinny as you can go because it's a minifigure torso, but yeah. But then also the skirt piece, very printed and detailed, and yes, very much love that. So yeah, I know this question is going to be asked, what is my favorite Lego Star Wars figure? And I'm sorry guys, I really don't know. This is very hard for me to pick. My top three are definitely Darth Vader, the 212 Trooper, and Fennec Shand. And I think my favorite one, I might have to think about this a little longer in terms of stuff, but I do think it's probably Darth Vader. I just love the way this figure looks. But again, all these figures are great, and I mean, Lego Star Wars minifigures in general, here's all my like 5th through 2nd places, but all Lego Star Wars minifigures in general are very cool, very detailed. And you know, I see a lot of complaints on Marvel and DC and other themes, like we don't get enough leg printing. Like for example, Marvel, I'm pretty sure Iron Man is like one of the only figures that really gets leg printing consistently. This, like almost all the figures I showed you had leg printing. I mean, obviously there were a few like Jangar or Cad Bane, but yeah, pretty much all these have leg printing. A ton of them have foot printing, a ton of them have arm printing, and overall very good. I don't know how long this video is, probably pretty long, but thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, and I hope to have more content out shortly. Bye.